Alright, we're about to do a tire alignment on a 2001 Sienna van. Alright, so before you start doing anything, you want to go in and make sure that your steering wheel is straight. Okay? Straight before you touch your tires or anything like that. Make sure that your steering wheel is straight, and then you can get started. All right. So what you're gonna need right now in order to do your alignment is get a string or a rope or something and tie it into something sturdy like this. Anything that you can get a hold of that can serve the purpose. Run the string across the tires, both the front and the back. Okay, so here we go. Run that across. Alright. I'm going to tie it on another object right here that's pretty sturdy enough that will serve the purpose. There you go. Let me turn this camera off so I can tie, because I'm holding the camera and it's kind of hard to tie this. Okay, and so what I did with a string is I run it across by tying it against anything that you can find that's pretty sturdy, and then run the string across your tires, both back tires, and your front tire. Alright, and then now we can start checking for misalignment, anything that we need to adjust. We look at the back and we see that the string pretty much touches the back side of this tire, and on the other side, yes, it also touches, so it doesn't need any kind of adjustments there. The string touches the front beautifully, but the back, we have a space right there. Okay, there you go. All right, provided that, as we did, we have make sure that your steering wheel is straight before you run this string across, so you can get an accurate reading of your tires alignment. All right, so we're gonna go and start measuring that one and see, and we just kind of see and look, and there you go. Make sure your string is not moving. There you go. Now we know from this measurement that my front tire, passenger side, is pointed outwards. And what I'm going to show you now is we're going to start is how to point your tires inwards a little bit. Okay, so I can get a parallel alignment with my back tires. So you might want to check what your car specs are for alignments. Some cars and some vehicles probably require you to point your tires, your front tires, inwards a little bit by 1/6 of an inch. And some might want you to do a little toe out. So you might want to check. As for me, I wanted to get it parallel with the back and get it straight, and that's how I'm going to do it today. I make sure that my tires are in alignment with my back tires and the front. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to show you right now how to adjust by going underneath the car and adjusting the tie rods. I got the van lifted up, show you how it's done. We're gonna go underneath. The tools that you're gonna be needing are the following. You're probably gonna need a troubleshoot light like I do, and then a few wrenches right there. Okay, so we go underneath the car. Got my light right here. From the measurements that we took earlier, we know that my tire, my passenger front tire, is it's hard to see, is faced, its face is pointed outwards. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to try by adjusting the tie rod in this one right here. I had to spray it a little bit with a WD-40 because it was stuck because it hasn't been done for a while. 40, and waited a little bit until it loosens up the bolt, the nut, a little bit for me. So anyway, what you're going to do right now is what we're going to do is, if you want to move your tires, really essentially what you're trying to do is you're either going to point the front of the tire inwards or outwards. What you want to do is either going to be straight, or some make and model of vehicle, they need to be either pointed inward a little bit or outward. Okay, well with mine, my tire, actually my right tire, front tire, passenger side, is a little bit too much pointed outward. And what's happening when it's pointed outward is that it causes your tire to wear out on the inside part, as you see with mine. See, and in about 2 weeks I'm about to change this tire, but you see what happened here, the inward part has worn out quickly, and that's because my tire is pointed outward. So what we're gonna do, in order to fix this problem, what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen off this tie rod in using a wrench. Okay, and here's a wrench right here. Okay, so I'm gonna use this and kind of put that right there. I'm not sure if you can still see. I hope you are able to see this, but there's the light. See if I can position this light, troubleshoot light, here somewhere so we can see the action. There. Now we see it. All right, so what I'm gonna do is loosen this off. Okay, there we go. Loosen that off. It's hard to do. There. Okay, now, alright, so now you see we loosen off the bolt right here, the lock nut bolt that locks the adjustment in place. What you want to do now, in order to move your tire pointed outward or forward, outward or inward I mean, is you're going to use another wrench here. If you're going to turn this clockwise, what's going to happen is your tire right here, since you're going to unscrew this from the other part of the tie rod right here, if you're going to turn this part right here clockwise, you're going to increase the space right here. And what's going to happen is is going to point your tire inward. Okay, so you might want to do that in slow increments, little small increments, and then try to measure back and see if your tires have the measurements that you wanted to have as far as alignments are concerned. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this. I'm going to wait till it locks a little bit, and then I'm going to turn. Hold on. I need both my hands here. So I'm going to turn this. Whoa, hold on. Okay. Clockwise. Here we go. See what I'm doing? Slowly. And what happens is when I do that, and it's going to start pointing my tire inwards. So you just do it in small increments. Alright, so I'm holding the camera in one hand and trying to do all of this all together so I can show you. It's kind of hard to do. Okay, now what you do now is you tighten up after I make my adjustment here, because like I said, I wanted my tires to point a little bit inwards because it's been pointing outward. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to tighten this up since I already moved. Turn this part just probably like one full circle for me. Alright, so now I'm going to tighten it up. There you go. There you go. Now we're going to go outside and see if the tire is still pointed out. Now let's recheck and see if we still have any space on our front tire after we did our adjustments. And so let's look closely, and as you can see, the front touches our string completely, and it's okay. And on the back there's no more space. It touches completely. That I know that my tires are now aligned the way I wanted it to be. Okay? Alright. Have a good day. Thanks for watching and have a good day.